Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Thomas is out there with Lowry, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. Now, here's Jokic. Over in the corner, Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Toronto will come the other way. This time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
You know, there's a balance between that aggression and overdoing it. You can't reach in. These are things officials are looking to call.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots. Just on found in that center position.
Shamet with the steal. Here's George. Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
DeRozan's shot is off.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Outside, George. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's DeRozan. Rebound by the Clippers. Now here's Shamet. It's hauled in by Thomas. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's sent back by Carter.
This is, Kevin, to me, a special ability to draw fouls, and that's one of the things that sets DeRozan apart. We see him work these angles, get the call all the time.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Both free throws good from DeRozan.
Well, I think you know what you're going to get from DeMar DeRozan at the free throw line. Year in and year out, this guy's going to be about 80–85%.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. From deep, George. Second chance shot. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
To the left side wing. Lowry from outside. It's hauled in by Beverly. And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Here's Lowry. Paul George making his last shot. Left side Lowry. Up top DeRozan. Here's Thomas. It's on target from the high post.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Beverly against Siakam. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Trains the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Lowry. Coming off a stellar performance against Utah. That one, no good. George with the defensive effort. And that one's good. Shamet.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Raptors trail by 8. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Pass to DeRozan. Ibaka outside. Drops in the tray.
Boy, what a thing of beauty by DeMar DeRozan. His eyes are up. He locates his teammate. Just so pretty, Kevin.
Now the pass to Shamet. to the wing. Ibaka against Jokic. Over Ibaka. Siakam pulls it in.
No one near him on that one, and I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to fade away.
DeRozan against Carter. Knocked loose. Fires the three. And it's DeRozan missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now. All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Here is Ibaka. Paul George making his last shot. Lowry passes to Ibaka. Back to Lowry. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it. That shot off. The Clippers go the other way with it. Now Beverly. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Golden State. Lowry against Carter. And it's Lowry penetrating, and he makes good on the layup. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
And guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt. Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
Platoon swap here for the Clippers.
And here's the stat sheet on DeMar DeRozan. Last season, he played outstanding. Last year, averaged 21 points per, 6 assists and 6 rebounds. And he paced the whole team in points per game last season.
Well, his teammates understood that he was their best option. And understandably, Greg, they got him the rock.
Here's Gasol. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, this guy is just a load on the interior. Marc Gasol uses his size. He uses his angles to get where he wants to go.
And so Marc Gasol nails both of them.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
Now here's Jackson. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. Just 5 on the clock. Powell dishes to Williams. Shoots over DeRozan. Williams' shot is off. And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
And you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
It's good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Count the basket.
Boy, officials say play on, even though there's contact. DeRozan, I guess they don't think he needs any help.
Williams passes to Jackson. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
McCaw, the pass to DeRozan. Outside for Gasol. Here's McCaw. Stolen by Jackson. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Pascal, the pass to Jackson. Can't get it to fall.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down. Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power. Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's McCaw. Kicks to DeRozan. Gets in and hoping this is the start of a new trend. 2 for 8 now from the field.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
Here's Williams. Can't hit from 12. Raptors trail by 5. Hollis Jefferson passes to Gasol. And Pascal pulls it down. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. And the dunk by Jackson.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Here's Gasol. The Clippers getting the bucket. Excellent D there from Okafor.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher. Well, outstanding contest on the shot, and then he's positioned perfectly to go after the rebound.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Clippers on top, up 7. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Marc Gasol so appreciated by his fans, and certainly
just fun. You see more fans on the stand.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking fans a connection to the NBA.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
DeRozan out there with McCaw. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Boucher in at the 4. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. Here's McCall, following the score by Lou Williams. Gasol's in the post, covered by Okafor. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
That 7'1" frame of Marc Gasol, strength, power, you name it, he can absorb contact.
And you talk about this market of Toronto, Doris, it's been slept on for a long time.
No doubt, Greg, this is one of the biggest markets in North America. The Raptors are Canada's team, a country of over 37 million people. The Raptors ranked 4th last season in attendance.
Here's Gasol, following the score by Lou Williams. Tipped away, and they double up DeRozan. Good on the shot. DeRozan's got 8 points.
Well, DeMar DeRozan's mid-range game is as good as it gets in the NBA, and the textbook pretty jumper. Go to work, DeMar.
They get it back, and it's Okafor missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Now here's Powell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. To the paint, here's DeRozan, and he lays it straight in.
Well, the danger factor that DeMar DeRozan adds on the offensive end is huge. He puts a ton of pressure on the defense.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Doris, this game always evolving. Fascinating to see the players who drive that change with their unique talents find a way to do things differently.
Well, probably 2 guys currently that have revolutionized the way the game is played. Stephen Curry, with the incredible range he has in his three-point shooting. You've got to guard him as soon as he crosses the half-court line. And honestly, if the goal would be good from the other side of the half-court, he'd probably push it to out there. And James Harden, so prolific at drawing fouls. It might be maddening to the fans of opposing teams, but James Harden has led the NBA or been at the top of the free throw attempts list for years now.
Great examples.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Thomas passes to Lowry. Shot from 12, and he hits the jump shot. Lowry's got his second basket of the game.
Well, this is the go-to play for Kyle Lowry. The pick and roll, he has got it down.
On the wing, Williams. He's guarded by Thomas. And Gasol sends it back. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line. Landry Shamit's checked in for Los Angeles. And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Mark doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
Now here is Lowry. Gasol trying to free himself up. Siakam, good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
George looking over the floor. Pass to Jokic. Beverly wide open, and the three ball is good. Beverly's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game.
And Thomas, here we go. Ibaka right side. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Ibaka's got 5 now.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Outside, George releases from 15. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, Paul George has always had that aspect to his game. The mid-range where he can be efficient and effective is absolutely on point.
To the middle, Thomas. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
This is his first free throw of the game. And both free throws good for Thomas.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Lowry against Beverly. Pass to Jokic. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Raptors.
And after nailing a three-pointer in the first quarter, he has yet to connect here in the second.
Right side, Lowry. No good there with the step-back J. Los Angeles leading by 8. Here's Beverly. Siakam pulls it in. Lowry against George. Outside for Gasol. And the Raptors miss again. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's Jokic. The short one's on the money. He's got 8.
Well, this second quarter has proven to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all of a sudden.
Takes it out to Siakam. Down low. Gasol passes to Ibaka. Carter pulls it in. LA's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. George with the bounce pass. A floater. Pass to Jokic. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's Carter missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Toronto. And hard to believe that gruesome injury Paul George suffered, what was it, 5 years ago. Wow.
It's incredible, Kevin, to think for a player to come back from what we expected to be a devastating injury. This is an incredible story for Paul George. He took the time he needed, and consider last year, for much of the season, he was very much involved in that MVP conversation.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
Now, here's Siakam. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Utah. Out to the wing. Clock at 6. Gasol kicks to Thomas. For 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jokic has got 8 rebounds in this game. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
Now here's Thomas. 9-point game his last outing. Releases. And the shot is long.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. To the inside. Here's George. Rebound by the Raptors. Siakam's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Foul. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
I think quickness has probably never been more important in the NBA, but you cannot overlook the value of strength. Think about a guy like Kyle Lowry. He's not the biggest, he's not the most explosive, but he's got strength and he's got that bulldog mentality.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. And Kyle Lowry is never shy about contact.
Right, Kevin, never shy on either end, offensively or defensively. Kyle Lowry will get into you. He is the tone setter with his physicality and his effort level.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Boucher's checked in, and it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson in for Serge. Heat vision so far, nothing. Jokic. That one doesn't drop. Raptors trail by 13. Down by Paul George. George just got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's a minute left in the second quarter. And it's a drop. Now he's shooting a 5 for 8 clip.
Well, you have to respect the focus of Paul George, not letting the defense alter his shot.
DeRozan passes to Siakam. It's DeRozan with the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. DeRozan's got 6 points in the quarter. Clippers leading by 13. The 3 from George. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
I'll tell you, the consistency of a good first quarter leads to an excellent second quarter. Riding the wave here.
From the wing, and DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Lowry. 14 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Now, there's an awareness that's required to be a good passer, and Kyle Lowry, he has it.
Against Jackson. Right side. Yep. Kicks to Jackson. Ball. He's off on that one. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. Scoring, rebounding, was all over the place during that quarter. They're riding his performance right now. Got a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you very much. Lou, in the first half, your offense was clicking. What was the difference getting off to a hot start?
We played with a lot of energy, all swinging around. They're using a lot of help stop defense. We're just taking advantage of it.
And really breaking them down. Thanks, Lou. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He ended with 15 points, 4 points. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see there?
Well, we're seeing when Paul George takes over, knockdown shooter, that sets up his drive. And on the defensive end, he has the length to defend 1 through 5.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot think about that poorly and expect to be in the game. They need better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they can forget about a comeback.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half began. Very different goals for these teams. One side trying to run a comeback. One side trying to protect their lead. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
He had a fast pass lane that first half. Inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that's threatening to be. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Shamet and George at the 2 and the 3. Jokic is up there with Wendell Carter, and it's Beverly at the point.
Well, their superb shot selection right now with Paul George. He's aggressive, but he's still playing within the offense.
Let's go now to the sideline. Catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto last season, Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. And he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you.
Say in the rebound differential, one more reason why they're in control.
Here's Siakam. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 11 rebounds in the game.
They start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And it's George missing.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
And Siakam throws it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now, here is George. He's got 19. Shamet, the pass to Jokic. True on the 14-footer. Jokic has got 10.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to the guys who can do something.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's George. A bit on that one. So the Raptors will take it the other way. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling it down. And that will be the middle game of this game homestand. And they double up DeRozan outside Thomas. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the triple. 7 points in the game.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good for me.
Now, here's Jokic. 10 points for him. And he gets the bucket.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Siakam looking around. Toronto to get off his shot. Ibaka not. Clippers leading by 17. Here's Shamet. No good from outside.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's Thomas, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here is a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Second is Paul George.
And looking back, his points per game really underscore the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever in the center position, had the impossible to check sky hook. How do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in history of the league. But let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
Some changes here for the Raptors. Gasol comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Patrick McCall in for Kyle Lowry. The Clippers don't make some changes. Okafor is checked in for Curry. And it's Williams in for Landry Shamet. Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
DeRozan against George. DeRozan passes to Gasol. DeRozan against George. On the wing, and that one comes up a bit short.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Williams can't hit.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without foul. Guys, how about the journey of the Raptors' Nick Nurse, so well traveled before taking the head job in Toronto? The guy had shown his worth in his first season as a head coach in the NBA. It translates to a title. Absolutely incredible.
Shooting two.
And that one, and Coach Nick Nurse paid some dues for us before his turn as head coach of this Toronto team.
Well, think about it. Early in his career, he's a player coach in the British Basketball League. Then he goes and establishes a G League franchise in his home state of Iowa. Then to lead that team to a title in 2011, join another G League team for the Raptors and win a title in 2013. Really an incredible journey, guys.
Here's McCall. The back to about. Outside Thomas. They can use the bucket over Beverly, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A moment here to check out the stats for Lou Williams. Good season for him last year. He put up about 20 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. I mean, very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go after the action he wants.
First free throw is good. When you look at draft ability requirements, it is a very, with a lot of different ways it could go, a lot of moving parts. Where do you...
The truth, Kevin, I'm conflicted about this because I believe there is real value to the college experience. There's high-level coaching across the game at the collegiate level, but I also believe that young men who have talent should be able to, when they are eligible, decide when they want to become professionals. So, listen, I'm sort of in the middle. There are legitimate arguments to be had for both sides. What I hope, regardless, is we get the best players in the league, and it's certainly going to happen whenever it happens.
Now, here's George. He's got 19. It's good.
Well, just pretty form, right? Paul George, effortless as a scorer.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Passes it to McCaw. Outside Thomas. Three-pointer. It's in by Los Angeles. George has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Here's McCall. Gasol. And again, no good by Toronto. Foul, the pass to Jokic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And this will be second and third shots to the line here.
Two.
First one falls for. And Jokic drops them both. Toronto's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's McCall. Pass to Gasol. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 15 rebounds here tonight.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough. I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Here's McCall. 6 to shoot. He kicks to Gasol. From deep three-point range, Jokic with the rebound.
And you are as good a shooter as he is. You have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Toronto with the ball after Lou Williams was able to hit the 3 to go. The pass to Gasol. Looking to end the run, and it's back by Jokic. The shot's good from Gasol. Here's Jackson. He's got 6. Pass to Jokic. Now here's Williams. Defense right on him. Jackson in the corner. Shot clock at 6 from 17 feet out, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Difficult situation for Toronto. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty positions. Right now, they need a basket.
Thomas's shot is up. LA has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Jokic finds Jackson. Jokic inside. Thomas is there. Jackson has the open look. Picked his pocket. Fast break Toronto. He gets that one.
Well, the quickness of Hollis Jefferson Wood just beats everyone up the floor and finishes on the fast break opportunity.
Here's Williams. Toronto grabs the miss. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Hollis Jefferson passes to Boucher. Shoots from the right block. Uses the glass to drop it in. Boucher's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
And it's a defensive 3 violation. The Clippers have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Is sort of the classic instant offense guy. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he can provide a spark whenever they need one.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Siakam is checked in for Gasol. DeRozan comes in for Thomas. And it's Kyle Lowry in for McCall. Wendell Carter, he is checked in for the Clippers. The wide, Jackson. Up and in on the Jackson's.
You're trying to claw your way back into the game.
Here's DeRozan. 14 points for him. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 16 points for him.
The tremendous scoring on the move, right? Not to take anything away from that spot-up mid-range game, but DeRozan just dynamite getting to the cup.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Clippers ahead, opening up a huge gap. And after a quick break, we're going to come right. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an even. Jimmy Butler. Then there's Dragic. And it's Robinson in at the 2. And for San Antonio, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Fred VanVleet. Then there's Hernan Gomez. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Fast break. Here we go. Outside Dragic. Inside, here's Iguodala. Gobert with the defensive effort.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
Now here's Butler. Trying to get open is Adebayo. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1.
And one issue for the Heat for years now, inefficient shooting.
Well, young players are learning how to defend, so you need to do that first. But if you can't go down on the offensive end, and you can't find ways to dig out of holes by shooting the basketball, you get down 10 or 12 points. Defense sometimes isn't enough. They've been the bottom third in points scored for quite a while.
Here's Butler after the basket by San Antonio. Gobert with the block. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot, no good. And the Heat going the other way now. Butler dishes to Robinson. Gets the pass to Robinson. Now here's Butler. Shot clock at 5. And that one is good.
Butler's just so skilled at finding ways to score inside. Utilizes his height and strength well and varies that release point.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Leonard. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Leonard against Iguodala. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
There's the pass to Butler. It's deflected.
It's not with extreme athleticism that Willie gets to that shot, but the anticipation and the timing, those help.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Leonard, no luck. The Heat trail by 6. He lobs it up, and Adebayo throws it down.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge. You caught up with head coach Eric Spoelstra. David?
Well, Kevin, he gave me some broad strokes regarding the game plan. He said we want to work the ball into the paint, high percentage looks, and then get to the foul line if we can. We'll see how they try to accomplish that throughout the game. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Butler kicks to Dragic. And he gets it to go.
Now, opposing coaches telling their defenders be more physical with Dragic. That time he took advantage and doesn't mind getting knocked around a bit in there.
Now here's Van Vliet. Robinson pulls it in. The Heat trail by 4. Passes to Adebayo. Bounce pass Robinson. It's Dragic with the drive. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Awesome drive from Dragic there. Simply put it up and put it in.
Van Vliet passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Outside Leonard. Gobert down low. He's guarded by Adebayo. And here's Leonard from 3. Robinson pulls it in. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Dragic kicks to Butler. Opening night, Brent, always exciting. Technically, every team is undefeated. But
you're just fired up. I mean,
I am fired
the
up.
NBA never stops, Kevin. We know this, right?
Isn't it great, though? I'm so glad it doesn't stop.
The offseason is just absolutely ridiculously exciting.
So fun.
So much movement and hope for franchises that, have struggled for a long time. And here we go. Hope it's opening night.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And up around 82% as a team a season ago. So they know how to make the most of those opportunities.
Well, Gilgeous-Alexander, such an intriguing prospect coming out of Kentucky. I can't wait to watch in a new system how it is that he starts to understand and develop further his offensive play.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Nadu, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Korkmaz comes in for Leonard. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Fred Van Vliet. Olynyk finds Gay. Finds it again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Olynyk up and down at the free throw line early in his career, but with his touch, he's bound to become more consistent.
Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for San Antonio.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Here's Korkmaz. Goes up the baseline. Rebound by Olynyk. And Miami shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Here's Hero. Jones, no one around him. And again, it's the Heat missing.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Walker dishes to Forbes. And Walker kicks to Gobert. Pass to Korkmaz. Now Walker. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. Fourth, Rudy Gobert.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Here's Hero. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Butler on the way. Guarded by Walker. And it's Jones. That time on the assist by Butler. And the Heat lead by 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Gobert with it. Here's Korkmaz. Pass to Walker. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Heat. And here comes the break. Here's Butler. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Yeah, and the way Butler scores over the defense, even when they're all over him, he just finds a way to convert.
Gobert the pass to Walker. Here's Korkmaz, defended by Jones, to the paint to end the cold streak, and finished off by Walker.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Now, here's Butler, trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Charlotte.
Well, they say players are made in the summertime, and that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season, gets out in the country, and puts in that work.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And Gobert kicks to Korkmaz. To the pass to Forbes. Fires from the wing, and he comes up with the deuce. And Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out, 2-a-days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. It gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
Here is Forbes. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. This is it to Gobert. Here's Korkmaz. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. From downtown, they get it back. And slam dunk by Gobert.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Walker looking for an opening. That's to Forbes. To the inside. Gobert. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Hero. And the last-second attempt does not go in for him. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for San Antonio. He notched it. Tough-nosed Jimmy Butler talks about the mantle of being a franchise.
You call me a leader, all-star, whatever you want to call it, but...
And that's what he worked for. And he works as hard as anyone, Greg, in the NBA.
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Who is out there with Gobert? Then it's Johnson, and it's Korkmaz in the three, the small forward. So that's who San Antonio starts the second round. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, I didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. Now here's Johnson. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Johnson, the pass to Korkmaz. Here's Medu. Gay with the defensive effort. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for Miami. They trail by 3. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Now, here's Butler. 10 points for him.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Korkmaz passes to Medu, and the basket is good. Now it's a 5-point San Antonio lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. A three-pointer is right on target. Butler's got 13 points.
Got to get out on Butler from beyond the arc. His three-point stroke continues to improve.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Right with offensive rebounding, which players can you count on to create second chance opportunities every game they play?
Well, Giannis in Milwaukee does a pretty good job with his length, grabbing boards and being able to go back in and cause some problems for the defense. Rudy Gobert is always around the rim, both defensively and offensively. DeAndre Jordan did that for years, so it'll be interesting to see, if he can continue that role down there to be a putback and a stick-back guy.
The Heat making a switch here. Bam Adebayo is checked in for Olynyk. Iguodala comes in for Jones. Robinson's checked in for Butler. And it's Dragic in for Hero. And that one's good by Gay.
This is Rudy Gay's game, outstanding at seizing the initiative and then looking to shoot once he catches the ball.
Van Vliet looking around. Lays it up and banks it in. Van Vliet's got his second basket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Dragic dishes to Robinson. Iguodala outside. He kicks it to Dragic. The Heat need to get a shot off. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. Miami trailing. Outside Dragic. Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Van Vliet. Off the left rim and out. The Spurs have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Leonard. Lays it up off the glass. Leonard's got 10.
The strength and that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
Outside Dragic. shot. Count it. He's got 6.
That's an effective floater Goran Dragic just threw up there. Totally caught the defense by surprise.
Van Vliet kicks to Johnson. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Robinson. Johnson outside from deep, and again it's San Antonio with a 3.
Well, when you get into a system, your first system in the league, where you share the ball, Kawhi Leonard keeping his head up and finding the open man.
Iguodala finds Dragic. And another basket for Miami.
And that's why you have to love how good a floor general Dragic can be. Fantastic pick and roll there.
Here's Van Vliet. And it's Dragic with the rebound. Last game for the Spurs. They picked up the W against Dallas. Robinson with it. Leonard picks him up. Robinson misses. San Antonio leading. Down low. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, not much you can do to stop that. Leonard showing once again his physical prowess at the 10.
Outside Robinson. Iguodala outside. Heat moving the ball around. Here's Dragic, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Of course, he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Walker against Robinson. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Van Vliet with the bucket. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 6 now for San Antonio.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Here's Gay. The shot, no good. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Here's Walker. They get it again. The Heat trail by 6. Gay passes to Dragic. The pass to Iguodala. And he banks in the layup.
Oh, we've seen this so much throughout Andre Iguodala's career. Just a gamer who refuses to let the defense get to him.
Leonard, and another basket for San Antonio.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Johnson against Iguodala. He dishes it to Gay. Rebounded by the Spurs.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Leonard, no luck.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Walker against Robinson. Gay outside. Pulls it from the elbow. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Well, he's dialed in right now in the in-between game. I'd love to see Rudy Gay capitalize there.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
Nadu, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Korkmaz comes in for Johnson. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Fred Van Vliet. And a new group in for the Heat. Olenek, he's checked in for Gay. Derek Jones comes in for Andre Iguodala. Butler, he's checked in for Robinson. And Hero subbed in for Goran Dragic.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And the guard, Bryn Forbes, won back-to-back state championships as a high schooler in the state of Michigan. A couple years at Cleveland State, then transferred back to the state of Michigan and played at Michigan State.
And after that time at Michigan State, he went undrafted, but Kevin really has developed into a steady rotation player in the NBA. And by the way, quite a knockdown shooter.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Passes it to Adebayo. Shot from 16. San Antonio with the rebound. Meadows got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Leonard the pass to Walker. Here is Forbes. Here's Korkmaz, defended by Butler. To the left wing. A second chance effort. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 6.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there. Just a gifted scorer.
And so, okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain the Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the court for the Heat. Iguodala out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Robinson in at the 2 guard.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And here are the Heat now, following the bucket by the Spurs. And Butler gets it to go.
And this is Butler's bread and butter. The mid-range J is on point. Gotta tee him up better than that.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Kicks it out to Leonard. Elbow shot is on the way. It's good on the putback. Gobert's got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Now here's Dragic. He's guarded close. Pass to Butler. Leonard with the steal. 4-on-3 break. Here's Van Vliet. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Adebayo. Gobert with the block. And he gets it back.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Leonard against Iguodala. And it's good. 2 points. Leonard's got 16 points.
You got to do your best to root and push and shove Kawhi Leonard outside of the paint. He's just too strong and too skilled on the inside. And then he starts to get comfortable.
Now here's Butler. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 5 rebounds tonight.
1 of 5 here, Kevin, to start the half. Their offense looks like it's shrinking right now.
Now here is Robinson. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Butler no good.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
They grabbed their own miss. And there's the pass to Hernan Gomez. 6 to shoot. Oh, here's Van Vliet. He's guarded by Dragic. Spurs leading by 10. He had a nice open look right there.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a lot of things well, and this time playing with some great offensive balance.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Well, they Fakes to Dragic. Back to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Can they get it? Gobert with the block.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Snatched up and finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Well, beating everybody to the ball, Willie doesn't always get his number called, so he's got to put in the extra work and find these efforts on the offensive glass.
And it's Dragic off the drive. Gobert pulls it in.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Changing ends quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Three-pointer, Butler. A rebound by the Spurs. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the Super Euro. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Gay comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Hero subbed in for Robinson. And he finishes nicely on the layup. He's got 17.
And Butler has really bulked up since coming into the league. You see his strength on tough shots with the contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's against Gay. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. The Greek Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception. Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens. I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's tightly guarded. Passes to Leonard. Left block shot on the way, and it's Gay with the rebound. Gay's got 6 rebounds now in the game, and it's Butler with the jam.
And Butler always looking to find that alley-oop. Just throw it his way, and he'll handle the rest.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And you look at Jimmy Butler. Goes about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Nadu, he's checked in for Gobert. Korkmaz comes in for Hernan Gomez. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Fred Van Vliet. And then for Miami, Olynyk comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Derek Jones in for Goran Dragic. The defensive rules were different when you played, Brent. For example, the elimination of the hand check.
Hand checking was huge because great defensive guards like a Derek Harper or a Mookie Blaylock can get their forearm on you and basically move you around rather than you trying to get where you want to go. And the other thing, Kevin, that they did was they didn't allow you to have the time in the free throw line. You have a 2.9 before an illegal defense. It used to be a game really of 2 stars on one side of the floor operating, and the rest of the guys sort of shoveled off in the corner on the other side. All those things have changed with the way the league is going.
For the better.
Oh, I think so. You have freedom of movement, fluidity of the athletes.
Here is Forbes, defended by Jones. Offensive rebound, Medu. Right side to Walker. Five on the clock. Fires for three. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Olynyk dishes to Gay. It's not going to go for him. See that time from Leonard.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open three.
Here's Hero. And he drops it in from the low post. Hero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
For the three. Rebound by the Heat. Jones the best to Hero. To the middle. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
And Butler knows how to take over games. Really good with his shot selection down the stretch.
Pass to Leonard. Over Gay. And it's Leonard missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against San Antonio.
I like how Rudy uses his athleticism to draw some attention. He puts the D in a difficult spot there.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Now here's Walker. 14 points for him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gay. The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Walker taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Walker. San Antonio making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. And Miami also making a switch. Iguodala's checked in. The Heat trail by 11. There's the pass to Hero. Dishes it to Butler. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Walker. Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. 18 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And here's Iguodala outside. No good. And so it's San Antonio. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We'll get right back to the action when we return. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
And sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Kawhi Leonard, also Rudy Gobert out there, and it's Korkmaz in the small forward position. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Butler. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Butler's got 25 points in the game.
Yeah, you can't fault the defense there. Butler just superb at draining difficult shots, especially in that mid-range area.
Here's Walker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the first one goes. Robinson's checked in for the Heat. And so Walker nails both of them.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half. differential, one more reason why they're in control. And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Iguodala kicks to Butler. Stolen by Walker. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Leonard with the ball. Outside, Walker. Five to shoot. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here, and it's Leonard missing.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
So it's San Antonio now. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Here is Forbes. Right side to Walker. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Walker's got 4 this quarter.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Butler deciding where to go with it. Forbes the pass to Walker. Good defense by Iguodala.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
The Heat trail by 19. Outside, Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Iguodala. To end the drought. Miami no good on that time either. Spurs leading by 19 points. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, he's so dangerous, and he's also efficient with his offensive game. Leonard right now having a tremendous offensive game.
Now a timeout called by Miami. But obviously some good players have taken less money for a chance at a winning championship situation. That's made some rich teams even better.
Well, you have to appreciate a player in that regard. Trying to do, and that's win a championship. That they've decided, look, it's not about that for me. What it is about the experience of being around a team that elevates itself to being the best team in the league. And if you're fortunate enough at the highest level, Kevin, as a basketball player, to be around a championship, that experience sticks with you for a lifetime. So we do appreciate guys looking for those opportunities to be around a championship.
Down low. Adebayo with the bucket.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Oh, Leonard in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
A lot of optimism. Thanks, D.A. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. We've got Harden. Robert Covington out there with Grant. Then it's Rose. And it's Tucker in at the 5 down low. And for the Pacers, Chris Middleton is out there with Parker. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Vucevic. And it's Satoransky in at the point guard position. Now here's Harden. And Oladipo pulls it down.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the second overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
Here's Satoransky. The Rockets making the shot. Middleton outside. A new 14 for Indiana. And it's Vucevic missing.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to the Boston Celtics. Satoransky, the pass to Vucevic. Parker trying to free himself up. Second shot opportunity. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Now, here's Rose. Outside, Covington. Rose in the post, covered by Parker. Good D by Parker. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He kept off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Now, here's Rose. The teardrop falls in.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
And Satoransky kicks to Parker. Pass to Middleton. Shot clock at 5. Out to the right wing. Here's Satoransky. The offensive rebound. Vucevic. It's deflected.
And you know defense is Tucker's calling card. He will pester you, aggravate you, get up in your jersey, make you think twice about trying to shoot over him.
Now here's Rose to the inside. Covington. Great D that time from Middleton.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Here's Satoransky. Back to Oladipo. Fires it up. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Harden, no good. And so Satoransky will bring it up for Indiana. Inside, Vucevic. No good that time. And the Rockets take it the other way.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Shoots off the step back. Another miss by Houston.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Oladipo, the pass to Satoransky. Passes it to Vucevic. Over Harden. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got his second bucket of the night.
They've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Harden against Oladipo. The pass to Rose. And Tucker kicks to Covington. And here's Harden for 3. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you've played in the NBA?
one opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was with Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, and I remember never entering a preseason with so much hope because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't remember, but coming out with him that preseason was so special because I knew we were going to set the tone for how our team was going to play, and we were engaged that year.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Satoransky. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
This is the attitude Parker plays with. Someone who's very willing to give it up to his open guys.
And here's Rose. He has 7. Over McConnell. It's rebounded by Indiana. Vucevic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Now here's Middleton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Grant sends it back. And it's Houston on the break. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist from Covington.
No, the bearded one cannot be intimidated. No matter how much contact Harden takes, he'll still find a way to finish.
Harden against Oladipo. Back to Vucevic. There's the dish to Oladipo. Unloads from 13. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Grant. Harden outside. Takes the 3. And no good. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Here's Oladipo. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now Rose. Banked in off the glass. Rose has got 9.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Parker left side. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Rose. Pacers with the rebound. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds in the game. McConnell passes to Vucevic. McConnell with it. Working on Rose. Now here's Middleton. No points in the game yet for him. Oladipo misses.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
There's 1:54 left here in the first quarter. Rose, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points. He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. This time they met in Houston.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnover.
They had them in their heels the whole game. The intensity of their defense was the key factor.
Some changes for Indiana. Cantor checked in for Vucevic. TJ Leaf comes in for Parker. And Warren subbed in for Chris Middleton. Houston with a big group substitution here. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for PJ Tucker. James Ennis comes in for Robert Covington. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for James Harden. And Morris subbed in for Rose. And the shot by Warren, no good. Oladipo draws the double. This is to Cantor. Here's McConnell. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And checking out the numbers here for McConnell, how he did last season. Averaged 6 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you like what he brings, backing up the point guard.
Yeah, no doubt. He knows how to run this offense. Tremendous asset to this team coming off the bench.
Anthony dishes to Robertson. Grant kicks to Robertson. Morris passes to Carmelo, and it's blocked, but he recovers it. Houston needs to get a shot. Robertson can't hit.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, not everyone has Steph Curry's shooting ability. I'd be surprised. I'd be hurt if he tries another one like that again.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Anthony right side. Back to Robertson. Out to Morris. Ennis passes to Robertson. Shoots over Kansas. Again, the miss by Anthony. Outside Warren. Here's Leaf. No good on the last second attempt there. Victor Oladipo getting it done for the Indiana Pacers. Rockets elevated by James Harden to one of the league's powerhouse franchises, and he talks.
This time isn't going to last long.
Never a guarantee that the window will remain open.
And superstar players, let's face it, they're best remembered for their championships. It's all about the rings if you're James Harden.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
You're exactly right, GA. I mean, they've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They've got Morris. Anthony is out there with Ennis. Then there's Andre Robertson, and it's Grant in at the center. Leave kicks to Warren. Grant against Oladipo. The shot off that time. Some solid defense from Grant.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son Philip was born in December, and then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball." I think he will. Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. Tries from 10. Cantor. And stolen by Robertson. To the paint. And the dunk by Grant.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
Oladipo, the pass to Leaf. Outside Warren. From deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Sunday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trailblazers. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Morris passes to Carmelo. Over Kansas. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on Ennis, Kansas. Houston shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for the Pacers. Satoransky comes in for Oladipo. And a switch here also for Houston. Carroll's checked in, so timeout called here, the first for Indiana. Just when it comes to offensive rebounding, who does the best job of creating second chance opportunities now?
Oh, it's two names, Andre Drummond, Steven Adams. And the toughest part about it is, as a defender, you don't only have to worry about guarding your man, going over and helping, but then you have to worry about guys that are just hanging out in the rebound painted area, just waiting for their turn. And so it takes the wind out of you, it tires you out, but also your mental focus that game is all over the place, because no matter what you're doing, you always have to come back to the thought, oh no, now box out because this guy's a piece of the board.
And Anthony gets double teamed. Robertson can't hit.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Satoransky with it. Now defended by Grant. Anthony with the block. They get it back. Here's Houston now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And now Warren running the floor all by himself. And he makes that one.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Anthony on the wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Anthony's got 6 here in this quarter.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Outside Warren. Down low, Cantor. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Grant. Here's Robertson. Satoransky grabs the miss. Last outing for the Rockets, it was a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles. Pass to McConnell. Over to the left wing. The three. Cantor trying to free himself up. The shot by Satoransky, no good. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
To the wing on the left. To the middle. Here's Warren. Fades away. Count that bucket. Warren's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Here's Anthony. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him.
McConnell passes to Cantor. Outside Warren. Back to Cantor. Outside Warren. Pass to McConnell. Launches a 3. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Bounce pass from Morris. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 3 assists in the game. Pacers trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Cantor. Kicks it to Warren. Shoots over Carroll. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Warren's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Great work to find the space to get off the open jumper. He's going to work hard for that.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Well, the book, Greg, is the same for Enes Kanter as it's always been. Great score inside, but his defense leaves you wanting.
And Kevin, at this point, he is who he is. I mean, for better or worse. Kanter is still a force off the bench to give a team some post presence in their second unit, but not sure he'll ever be a player to build around.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Vucevic checked in for Cantor. Parker comes in for Warren. And Middleton subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Satoransky, the pass to Middleton. Passes it to McDermott. Pulls up. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Rockets leading by 7. Harden scanning the floor. From past the arc. Drills it from outside. Harden's got 8 points.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Satoransky, the pass to Vucevic. Fade away, and again it's Indiana converting.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Oh, yeah, and that's just a good read on his part. And as usual, his mid-range jumper is on point.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Satoransky, the pass to Parker. 1:33 left here in the second. He dishes it to Middleton. Over Harden. Middleton can't get it to go. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. That 3 off the mark. Pacers trail by 11. Back to McDermott. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. James Harden, #1.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
Oladipo, he's checked in for Satoransky.
Well, Mike D'Antoni, he's a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached at, only missing a title to cement his legacy.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Oladipo outside. Here's Vucevic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Robert Covington picks one up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
TJ Leafs checked in for Indiana. And a change for the Rockets. James Ennis, he'll check in for Carmelo Anthony.
And that's the role they want for Rose, getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half. Middleton against Harden. Chalk up 2 there.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
From deep 3-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow.
Well, it's a beautiful shot right there from Harden. He has the touch and quick release needed to torch defenses from outside.
And so that's... Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Jones. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. Their largest deficit of the period. And that
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kind of like what Rose has done this one so far.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Pacers. Parker out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Vucevic. Then there's Thomas Satoransky, and it's Oladipo in at the shooting guard position.
Well, Harden's strength is part of what makes him special, able to score through all kinds of contact.
Rose against Satoransky. Here's Oladipo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, GA, I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
That free throw, no good. First, we talk about perimeter scoring becoming more prevalent. The biggest shift coming from bigs, shooting more threes.
Yeah, they are now counted upon to space the floor. And the better you can shoot, the better you can space the floor. And then more importantly, if you can knock down that three, you become a triple threat because now you can shoot there, maybe you can dribble and get by, or because of your height, you see different passing lanes and you can be a better passer, getting your teammates involved, and they like that spacing as well.
Rose, that's good.
And Rose continuing to hone that jump shot. That's where he can take his game to the next level.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And Middleton kicks to Oladipo. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Vucevic. They shoot again, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And Houston gets called for the foul. For Indiana, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season. Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic, an offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
Middleton looking it over. Now the pass to Satoransky. He kicks it to Parker. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 4 assists in the game. And it's Rose with the ball for Houston. They've led by as many as 14 points. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves, terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale. And that's something he's continued to develop in the pros. A response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
Tucker trying to free himself up. The shot by Satoransky, no good. Houston leading by 14. Stolen by Satoransky. Inside, here's Oladipo. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
Here's Rose. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
And that floater is something Rose has been comfortable with since he came into the league. It's only gotten better with time.
Here's Satoransky. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Rose. And not many checks in the NBA, but C-Web, Tomas Satoransky leading the way on that front.
Yeah. Best player from a country that is having a golden age for their national team. Satoransky, I mean, he said that he's very proud to represent the Czechs in the NBA, and he's doing a great job at it.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Cantor checked in for Vucevic, and Warren subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Clock at 6. Grant finds Morris. Here's Tucker, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Pacers making a switch here. McConnell's checked in, and a change for the Rockets. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for James Harden. Now, here's McConnell. Defense is right there. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Grant. Tries again. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got the lead up to 14 now for the Rockets.
Now there's the grit we've come to expect from Tucker. Getting into position for the rebound and getting some points out of it.
McConnell kicks to Parker. Now the dish to Middleton. Pass to McConnell. From deep. It's rebounded by Houston. To the inside. Here's Morris. And another shot. And it's McConnell with the rebound. Pacers have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Inside. Right block shot. And there's Enes Kanter on the assist by McConnell.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Here's Morris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Parker with the steal. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Warren with the ball. Misses from short range.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Middleton against Carroll. And the wide open shot from Morris. Good on the three-point shot.
And how about the unselfishness of Carroll? You know, he's not hunting shots, just making winning plays.
Here's McConnell. Rockets with the rebound. Grant's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him with his first shot attempt. Pacers trail by 15. Warren the pass to Middleton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. What do you think about some of the most powerful dunks, Chris? The tomahawk jam reigning supreme. Do you prefer the one-handed or the two-handed jam?
Oh,
you did both so well.
You know what? I prefer a body-to-body dunk on you. Like, remember when Derrick Rose did over Logic back in the day? Oh, my goodness, off the two. Or how about Jordan playing against Atlanta when he pump fakes it with one hand like he's going to shoot it, goes down the lane and dunks on Tree Rollins. Just incredible. Or Blake Griffin dunking on anyone. Or Giannis dunking on anyone. Or Embiid dunking on anyone. Or how about LeBron dunking on anyone? So, me, I just want the showmanship. Doesn't matter if it's one hand, two hands, two legs, one leg, 360, or straight body to body. Just give me something. Yeah. Give me something.
I like that. McConnell with it. He's against Morris. A shot by McConnell, no good.
Well, I'm surprised he's still out there. I mean, he's been invisible at the offensive end all game long.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
The Rockets shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. Morris, no good on the free throw. Two-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know what? He's right, but I don't know how important that is. You just want to bring the gun show to the games and then pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But I think, you know, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, the players of today are much more athletic than his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. And so many, they're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But yeah, no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons, brother, out there in any of these games.
Pass to Cantor. Wants to get it to McConnell and does. Good work defensively by Morris.
You got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
Ennis kicks to Morris. Passes it to Tucker. Over Cantor. And it's Houston with another.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Vucevic checked in for Cantor. Doug McDermott comes in for T.J. Warren. Oladipo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Satoransky subbed in for T.J. McConnell.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Pacers trail by 21. The pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Tucker. Buries it from about 10 feet away. And that's 13 points for Vucevic.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Here's Satoransky. 43 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Leaf. He's covered by Rose. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And the Rockets making a change here. Harden's checked in. And it's Ennis with the ball for Houston. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Harden against Vucevic. Harden with it. From deep three-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Anthony is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Ennis. Then it's Harden. And it's Rose in at the point. Pass to Oladipo. Floor spacing, Chris, now so big in the NBA. And big men have the room to put up some unbelievable numbers.
Oh, man, look at Lopez out there in Bucks land. I mean, look what he's doing in Milwaukee, just shooting threes from deep. The same, you got to go to Embiid for Zingers, and we already seen what the great Dirk Nowitzki has done through his career spacing the floor. Look, it adds time on to your career because you don't have to just go down there and bang and be one-dimensional in the paint. It makes your teammates better because now you're spacing the floor, which gives them room to drive. And if you're really working on your game, you can really make your teammates better because now you have more passing lanes because you're further away from the basket. So as any post player knows, it's a blessing to be surrounded by great shooters, and now big men, they got a little more room out there.
And pro move there, finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, showing that short area skill allows him to create some space. Did a lot of damage from three-point range in the first half, but so far in the second, he hasn't done a thing.
And again, it's Indiana.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Harden outside. Back to Rose. Lets a floater go. He takes it up and lays it in. Rose has got 23.
And Rose playing a big role offensively. He's got to be a focal point of your defensive scouting report. No doubt he can hurt you.
McDermott passes to Vucevic. Goes back up. He lays it in. Vucevic has got 9 points here in the second half.
Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
Here's Harden. Vucevic with the block, and they're able to recover. Anthony dishes to Harden. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Vucevic.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling. Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Parker's checked in for the Pacers. T.J. Warren comes in for Doug McDermott. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the Rockets. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Another miss by Houston.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Satoransky, the pass to Parker. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 6 assists here tonight. Pass to Anthony. And that one, good. Anthony's got 4 points this quarter.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Here's Vucevic, and again, Indiana converting.
It's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Here's Anthony. No good on the shot. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Oladipo against Harden. Oladipo draws the double. The wide open look here for Vucevic. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Vucevic has got 22.
I remember when you get in trouble for shooting the three as a big man. Now teams want their bigs operated outside the three-point line.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
And Melo is highly explosive, nailing shots left and right. The D has got to get it out of his hands.
Pacers trail by 15. And here is Satoransky. Here's Oladipo. Can't hit from the elbow. Harden outside. He drains the quick shot. And the Rockets lead by 17.
As great as he is at creating for his teammates, Harden is even better at creating for himself. His dribble moves are insane.
Here's Oladipo. Another shot. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Over in the corner, Rose. It's rebounded by Indiana. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Satoransky, the pass to Vucevic. Some solid defense from Grant.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
It sure is. Thanks, David. And now Washington starting group. They've got Bradley Beal. Towns is out there with Wilson Chandler. And it's Wall. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Sabonis is out there with Kent Bazemore. And it's Bamba in at the center. Bazemore, no one around him. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Bazemore's got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for the Kings.
The culture shift it's been in Sacramento the last few years. Vlade Divac, along with Peja Stojakovic, two of the legendary Sacramento Kings players, finding their footing and trying to put their stamp on this organization with some of the young talent that they've acquired.
Fox, no good. From deep, Wall. That shot, no good. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Fox goes in. Washington with the rebound. And Brent, around the league, people are saying the Kings are one of the scarier teams on the rise.
Well, they drafted decently. They play a system that now is speaking to some of their young talent. They've had a nice blend. It's been a long time coming in Sacramento, but fans coming out to the new arena to support this new, young, hungry Kings group. Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
Here's DiVincenzo. Good work there as it goes. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Now, here's Bogdanovich, guarded closer. Here's Fox. It's rebounded by Towns.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Now, here's Fox. Last game he had 28 points. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. No good that time. The Wizards have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. 13 feet away. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Now, here's Fox. 5 on the clock. Passes to Sabonis. Fades and shoots. And that one hits back iron. Wizards leading by 5. Here's Beal. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got his 3rd assist on the night. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To stop the run. Rebound by the Wizards. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's DiVincenzo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The starting gate, opening night in the NBA, Brent. What are you most looking forward to?
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. Let's see in the next couple weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can fall off, Kevin, that talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together are teams and teams that have made changes? What are they playing like?
Chemistry. Exactly.
Let's find out how they're going to play this year.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Bogdanovich. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, Bogdanovich, we saw a little bit of this during the All-Star weekend. He can play with a little bit of flair, and you know he's confident when he starts to show those signs.
Now here's Beal. Turned in an outstanding game against New York. And Bamba pulls it down.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Chandler against Fox. Back to Chandler. 6 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on to Aaron Fox. It's a new front office in Washington, and Greg, they've got their work cut out for him.
John Wall's huge supermax contract as he deals with the Achilles injury. Tough questions to be answered about the direction they're going to take talent-wise.
Whether Wilson Chandler has started or whether he's come off the bench, he's accepted a role and been beneficial for the coaching staff.
Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Fox. Over Wall. Rebounded by the Wizards. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
Wall, that's good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The Kings trail by 8. And here's Bogdanovich. 9-point game his last outing. Outside, Fox. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. There's Sabonis. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Here's Beal. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Washington shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls, and it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. And then for Washington, Shake Milton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Napier in for John Wall. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Kings trail by 10. Now Payton. He's coming off a 16-point game against New Orleans. Holmes passes to Payton. Over Napier. That one a little long. And here are the Wizards now. They're on a 19-6 run. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition team. Number 1, the Kings.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Sacramento Kings, trailing by 10. Payton outside. A floater, and it's good on the way up.
Soft with the floater there. Payton gets to the inside, and that shot had a nice feel to it.
Here's Beal. That one, no good. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Payton, that's good.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Now here's Napier, covered by Payton. And the basket by Napier.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
The Kings trail by 8. Payton surveying the floor. Pass to Lamb. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul. White, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. Now here's Lamb. Not a lot of room. Good. Here's White. 20 points for him last game against New York.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And even though he stands 6'10", Holmes plays taller than that.
He does, mostly, Kevin, because of that length. I mean, he stretches out and uses that quick jump and can block some shots and deter a few guys from trying to do some things offensively.
Now here's White after Jeremy Lamb's miss. Towns finds Napier. 6 on the shot clock. And it goes down 2 points. And the Wizards lead by 8.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
No, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no. Okay, good play. Get back on defense.
The Wizards shooting an impressive 60% early. Milton the pass to Chandler. Crafty move, and it's good on the way in. And it's a 10-point Washington lead.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Lamb, good.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Napier dishes to White. Back to Napier. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Now here's Lamb. He has 5. Rebounded by Wilson Chandler. Chandler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Nice ball movement by Washington. Got a hand on it. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. Washington's checked in for Wood. Is Smith. He's checked in for Washington. "20 seconds left in the first. White the pass to Chandler. Shot clock at 6. Here's Smith. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
A good job by Wilson right there to recognize his teammate was open and just simply gave it up.
From deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Washington in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. One of the most high-powered scorers in the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
You know, everyone has to get some of the sugar.
Well, when you're attracting, Greg, all that defensive attention, it creates opportunities for your teammates.
And Towns wants to win big. To do that, though, it's not enough to get numbers. You've got to make your teammates better as well.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Sacramento, Washington out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Elfrid Payton, and there's Davis, and it's Holmes in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Lamb. Now here's Payton. And Davis wide open. He shoots. It's good from long range. Davis has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Kings. Smith the pass to Towns. Outside White. Outside Towns. Can't connect from 14 feet out. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for the Kings. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Wizards leading by 6. White with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Towns, and the layup's good off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside, Lamb. Pass to Washington. to Lamb. It's stolen by Smith. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here is Peyton. Timeout called by the Kings.
And now a chance to see the former Demon Deacon Ish Smith in action. Has been in the league for a while now and played for several teams, and he's a veteran through and through.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Ken Bazemore comes in for Jeremy Lamb. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Davis. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Elfrid Payton. The Wizards also changing it up. Beal comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for White. And when you have Ish Smith on your team, you know he's going to give you scoring off the bench.
And Smith not exactly great at any one thing, but the whole package is solid for a reserve. As long as you can make the right decision and just run the offense, that'll get you pretty far in this league.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9.5", and that gives him a huge spear of influence.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Well, Bogdanovich showing he's got speed out on the wing and running hard to fill the lane.
Here's DiVincenzo. He's covered by Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. DiVincenzo passes to Towns. A second chance effort, and he sinks the layup. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Beal with the steal. And now Beal pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Towns. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And for a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit.
You look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Chim.
De'Aaron Fox not backing away that time from the contact, drawing the defense into him.
No good on the free throw. When it comes to hustle, effort, who would you put on the floor to get those 50-50 balls that are just so important? And sometimes, with the winner-loss in the balance.
And I watch Kawhi Leonard, and even though he's a superstar player, there's still some efficiency in his action to go and get that ball.
He just never stops.
He never stops. And so, yeah, he might not get dirty, but he doesn't have to because he outsmarts everybody else to get to it. And we have scrappy guys like Marcus Smart and Patrick Beverley, who we've talked about as being nuisances on the court. But those guys are invaluable to any coaching staff. And when they have those kind of plays, it just gets everybody going and brings a level of energy back to the game.
It does energize it. You're exactly right. Here's DiVincenzo. He's covered by Bogdanovich. DiVincenzo passes to Towns. Bamba with the block. Here's Bogdanovich. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Wizards leading by 11. Beal gets a wide open look. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Timeout called by the Kings. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, do we? From the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana. Yes. For the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, Kevin.
Not in today's
game, and not with what's at stake.
Now Bazemore. Bradley Beal missing from long range. And Bazemore kicks to Sabonis. And the pass to Bazemore. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from 14. Sacramento again missing. Beal against Bazemore. Beal can't get it to go. The Kings trail by 13.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Passes it to Fox. Outside Bogdanovich. Again the miss by the Kings. Washington's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Wall. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. And the Wizards lead by 15.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Fox. Trying to end the drought. Offensive rebound. And staying with the play, Sabonis.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington. Christian Woods checked in for Sacramento. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Napier, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Pass to Beal. Wizards passing it around. Chandler attacking. And Wilson Chandler with the slam.
How about that? Chandler aggressive to the basket and on a mission to hammer one home.
The pass to Bogdanovich. Sabonis high post. Outside Bogdanovich. Drills the three-pointer. Bogdanovich has got 9.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Here's Napier. Sweet little floater.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Bazemore against Chandler. Bazemore passes to Wood. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And all the credit for that bucket has to go to Bazemore. He just knows how to fire passes into perfect spots for his guys.
Here's Wall. Got a piece of it. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Napier covering. Count that one.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Sabonis against Towns. Outside, Wall. Outside, Towns. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Bazemore dishes to Fox. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Kings. On Sunday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. Bogdanovich wide open. No good on the quick 3. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Washington. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
They double him with Wall. And Bogdanovich kicks to Wood. But they recover it. Here's Sabonis. And the lead is down inside single digits. Sabonis has got his second bucket.
Well, Sabonis can play there on the block. That's where he did a lot of damage in college. So him working inside, that's a good sign.
They get the rebound. Wall. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And even though they're down, I like the way they're pounding the ball inside. It's leading to a lot of points in the paint.
Well, it has been a long road back from injury for John Wall, Greg. The heel issue followed by the Achilles tear.
And you just hope that Wall can make a full recovery and get back to the player he once was. Provides so much with his speed and playmaking as well as scoring.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sabonis. Lamb comes in for Kent Bazemore. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Peyton in for De'Aaron Fox. Here's Wall. Following the basket by Jeremy Lamb.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
From deep three-point range, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Washington ahead by 9 as the quarter comes.
Kevin, thanks. Bradley, great first half for you. Look, we know you come from a football-playing family. It looked like you wanted to establish...
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Washington in control. They have a 9-point lead. And that does it for our...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Bogdan Bogdanović really making a difference here.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Taking a look at the Wizards. We've got Wilson Chandler. He's out there with Towns. All out there with Bradley Beal. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2 spot. Now, here's Fox. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Now Bogdanović. Bradley Beal missing from long range. Pass to Fox. Clock at 6. Pass to Sabonis. 11 feet away. Rebound, Washington. Down low. Chandler's shot, good. Chandler's got 7 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now, here's Fox. Over the wall. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Fox.
Pretty nice looking shot there from De'Aaron Fox, looking more comfortable.
And the dunk by Towns. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 15 rebounds.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Fox, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Now, here's Bogdanović. He's got 11. Outside, Fox. To the middle, kicks it out to Bogdanović. Bazemore for 3. Washington with the rebound. Chandler's got his 6th rebound on the night. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Beal, and another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Now, here's Fox. And the rejection by Towns. They recover it. Sabonis, no good.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game. I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Here's Fox. Pass to Bazemore. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And the movement to bring the NBA back to Seattle, the Pacific Northwest. Brent, you played there half a decade. I know you've got fond memories. How much does that city love the NBA?
The Seattle fans are incredible and I don't know how much,
knowledgeable.
Yes, and how much longer do we have to keep talking about how we want a team in Seattle?
One of the great cities in this country.
A fantastic place to play, to live, and the city is starved to get the Sonics back up there in the green and gold.
And they'll support them.
Oh, there's no question about it. So the time is ticking, and everybody's excited about the opportunity in the near future for the team to return.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
From the stripe. But they get it back. A three from Bogdanovich. That one misses. And it's Washington the other way. Payton attacking. And the dunk by Payton.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. The Kings trail by 19. Fox with it. Now Smith defending. Fox kicks it to Bazemore. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists in the game.
That's just tremendous focus and concentration by Bazemore, getting the ball off the pass and releasing it quickly before the D is even set.
And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Kings making a change here. Davis is checked in. Here's Beal. Bamba with the block. Bazemore against Beal. And the slam dunk by Bazemore.
Terrific use of the drive by Bazemore, running straight at the D and getting that one to go.
Payton surveying the floor. The pass to Beal. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Latrey. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. In the corner, Bazemore with it. No good on the three.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why. Still, I expect him to make one of those.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside, Fox. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut back down to 14 on those points from Bazemore.
Well, the more Fox does that, the more he's going to be looked at like a leader.
Now here's Beal. 18 points for him. Fox with the steal. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. And there it is for him. Fox has got 5 now.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
Smith the pass to Towns.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense. And it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Bamba. Christian Wood comes in for Washington. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Payton in for De'Aaron Fox. The Wizards also changing it up. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Beal. White comes in for Payton. And it's Napier in for Ish Smith. Passes it to Davis. 5 to shoot. Over Chandler. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable 3-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game. Clearly a foul.
The Wizards have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Now here's Payton. Lamb with the bounce pass from about 16. Payton's shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Towns score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Lamb finds Davis. Again, the miss by the Kings. Wizards leading by 17. White the pass to Milton. It's stolen by Davis. The 11-footer. That one doesn't go. Now Washington takes it the other way. Milton the pass to Towns. An easy 2 points on the layup. Towns has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
It's stolen. Finished off the break. And the Wizards lead by 21.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Payton left side. Pass to Wood. To end the run. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 3 assists now in this one.
Now that's something Payton does well. Real mastery in orchestrating the offense. Likes to play fast and distribute.
Chandler attacking. Great D that time from Davis.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
And stolen by Napier. Here's White. The shot from the low post is good. White's got his second bucket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now Payton. Outside, Lamb. Lets it go from 14. And he nails the jumper. Lamb's got 9.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Here's White. Sacramento grabs the miss. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand. Shot from 12. And he overshot that one, missing.
Hey, yo, right here.
Pass to Napier. And the rejection by Holmes. Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for Washington. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach Scott Brooks.
Great passing. Great sharing.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Davis. Wood out there with Holmes. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. And it's Payton in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Outside, Lamb. Just 5 on the clock. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Offensive rebound. Towns, no luck.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Holmes kicks to Davis. Now the pass to Wood. Takes the 13-footer. DiVincenzo with the rebound. On the wing, Chandler. The quick look, no good that time.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
Here is Davis. On the wing, Lamb. Plenty of space. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And 11 points for Jeremy Lamb.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Napier, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Elfrid Payton. First free throw is good. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Sabonis, he's checked in for Christian Wood. Ken Bazemore comes in for Lamb. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Davis. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Payton. And a switcher also for Washington. Beal's checked in. Bounce pass, Bogdanovich. Fox looking it over. Passes to Sabonis. Fades back. That one goes. Count it.
I'd like to see Sabonis shoot that ball just like that. A gorgeous stroke from the lefty.
Napier passes to Beal. Fires at the elbow. Bucket is good. Beal's got 10 points here in the second half.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Sabonis finds Fox. Again, Sacramento.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Napier passes to Towns. Here's DiVincenzo, guarded by Holmes. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Now here's Napier, guarded by Fox. The kick out to Towns. Off target with his three. And so Fox will bring it up for the Kings. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
Staying aggressive, stay on the attack. That's how Bogdanovich is going to earn these whistles.
Bamba is checked in for Rashad Holmes. And a switcher also for Washington. Wall's checked in.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Here's Towns. That one's not going to go. And the Kings going the other way now. Bogdanovich passes to Bamba. Dishes to Fox. Pass to Bazemore. Sabonis inside. Covered by Wall. And there's Sabonis. That's good on the assist by Bazemore.
Kent Bazemore knows that his contributions come from being active and Bazemore becoming a better passer.
Here's Beal. Here's Towns. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul that goes against Sacramento. In Towns drops them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Outside, Bogdanovich. He kicks to Bamba. The 3. Washington with the rebound. Chandler's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. A nice shot by Wall. And the Wizards lead by 17.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
Pass to Sabonis. Back to Fox. Fires from deep. But they'll get another chance. Beal against Bazemore. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
All with it, now guarded by Fox. Here's Chandler. The kick out to Wall. With the shot. Sacramento grabs the miss. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Fox. He dishes it to Bamba. The shot misses. Washington leading now by 17. Here's DiVincenzo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Fox dishes to Bamba. Bogdanovich against Wall. Here's Bazemore. Sacramento again missing.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
And Wall kicks to Beal. To the paint. Towns the pass to Beal. Bangs home the trifecta. Beal's got 13 points in the second half.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Bogdanovich finds Bamba. And there's the pass to Sabonis. And the rejection by Towns. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Wall against Fox. Unloads from 13. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And that's now 9 points for Wilson Chandler.
Right now, Chandler's activity is paying off. You got to put a body on him.
Here's Fox. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Chandler. Now the Wizards with it. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. To the middle. The fader. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Sabonis.
Athleticism shown there by Chandler, often putting the D in the difficult position when they're forced to foul.
Free throw good, Wilson Chandler. For so long, the U.S. has been the country to beat in international basketball play. But there are some big-time challengers around the globe emerging.
Well, Serbia and Spain continue to be competition that the U.S. takes extremely seriously, and I'm not saying they don't take everybody that they step on the floor against with tremendous amount of respect. We know from years in the past that Argentina had its golden age with the players around Manu Ginobili and Oberto and Nocioni, but that seemed to be a timing thing for the Argentinian national team. Spain and Serbia will continue to be impressive and continue to push USA basketball in these international tournaments and Olympic play.
And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for the Kings.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Wizards.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And it looks like they're going to spare themselves the embarrassment of being swept in the season series by winning this last one.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
And that one falls for White. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. Wright, the pass to Washington. Outside, Lamb. Len dishes to Lamb. They need this one, and the layup is good.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. A little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Bridges.
And it's really been a nice trend for him over these last several months. He's been steadily improving in terms of his scoring output. That extra production making him more valuable the further we get along in this season.
And the Clippers starting five. Beverly and Shamet in the backcourt together. Wendell Carter is out there with Paul George. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. And for the Knicks, we've got Spencer Dinwiddie. Robinson is out there with Bridges. Then it's Porter. And it's Kennard in at the shooting guard. No good there. Good work defensively by Carter. And a trying summer for the New York Knicks fans. After trading away Porzingis, they were hoping to get a big-name player in free agency, Greg, and they didn't.
You know, shocking they refused to offer the max to Kevin Durant. I mean, there were concerns with the Achilles, but instead he ends up in Brooklyn. Combine that with fans' disappointment at missing out on Zion Williamson, and the saga continues.
And it's Shamet missing. New York with the ball. 4-point game. Dinwiddie right side. Poked away. Stolen by Beverly. It's tipped.
And the impact Bridges makes on the defensive end, showing he's not to be messed with.
It's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And it's George missing.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Robinson up top. He saw him with 10 points last game. Dinwiddie outside. In the corner, Kennard with it. Just 5 to shoot. Over Jokic. Here's Robinson. It's good. This game is all even.
And the D getting outwork there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside, George, clock at 4. Jokic trying to free himself up, and there's George. That's good on the assist by Williams. The entire offseason leading up to tonight, Steve, as a player, do you already know if your team has a chance to be special this early?
You know, Kevin, yeah, you do. And I think the teams that I've been on and teams that you see and saying we don't have a chance to win, you try to trick yourself. You're looking at management and ownership. Can we make a deal throughout this year to get us in contention? But you got to be realistic. You know the teams that you don't have a chance to win their championship.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, I did catch up with the head coach of the Knicks. There's only so much you can do game planning for Paul George. But coach is just as concerned with PG's defense as he is with his scoring. Tremendously long and disruptive. We know that George is as good as they come at the defensive end. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. McLemore has come in for Otto Porter Jr. It's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Brown in for Dinwiddie. Pass to McLemore. It's Brown on the wing. Over Williams. And the Knicks miss again.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Softly drops in the floater.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
It's Brown with the drive. Excellent D there from Okafor. Clippers leading by 6. Powell the pass to Okafor. Back to Powell. There's the triple. The shot, no good. For New York, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. That one drops for him.
Putting that speed to great use. Once Barrett gets a step on the D, good night.
Now Williams. With the floater, and the layup is up and in. Williams has got 6. And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be right back after this. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love, like that is the thing I play like.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Williams, also Reggie Jackson out there. Jahlil Okafor is out there with Powell. And it's Pascal in at the power forward position. Here's the teardrop. Jackson misses. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Trailing by 2. And with Reggie Jackson at the point, you're going to get more of a score than a playmaker.
And that's okay, as long as you plan for that with your system. Reggie Jackson is great at creating for himself, but you like to see him do a little bit more to set up the rest of his team.
Williams gets to Okafor. Here's Pascal. And the 3 off target. The Knicks have got a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Here's Barrett. Drops in the layup for 2. Barrett's got the lead up to 2 now for New York.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
Williams gets the bucket.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Luke Cornett. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for McLemore. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Turner. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Bruce Brown. Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Robinson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Robinson's got his second bucket tonight.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Right side, George. Carter outside. Misses the 3. And for the last half decade, Reggie Jackson has been good for about 15 points a game.
And that is about the consistency you can expect from Jackson. He's always been a talent. The key for him is just staying on the floor.
Barrett, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. And it's Shamet missing.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play.
Kennard, the pass to Robinson. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
56 seconds left in the first half. Passes it to Carter. And here's George. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Warriors in San Francisco.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
And George kicks to Jokic. No good on the triple. New York with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Now here's Porter. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To the wing right side. Dinwiddie nailed from three-point land. And now a 7-point New York lead. And so it's New York bringing the quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson, New York holding the upper hand after the first two quarters. They've got the 7-point lead. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York? And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Bridges out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Kennard in at the shooting guard position. And that's the group for David Fizdale as we begin the second half. Inside, George. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. George has got 8 points. From a low drama perspective, Steve, which stars do you think would be the easiest to play alongside and be their teammate?
I think Kawhi Leonard for sure, Kevin. Doesn't say much, just goes out and plays. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Jokic, a lot of those superstars. I think Paul George is another guy that goes out and just plays. So there's a few out there that would love to play alongside.
Dinwiddie passes to Robinson. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Carter. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And that one's good. Shemet.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Down low. And finished off by Porter.
This is what happens when you do so much damage from distance. Porter able to slip inside for a gimme.
Dinwiddie against Beverly. Pass to Shemet. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half. Showing good execution on the offensive end.
So New York going with almost an entire new group. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Turner comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And McLemore, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Brown in for Spencer Dinwiddie.
Well, you talk about someone who's an absolute piranha on defense, and that is Patrick Beverly. Gives you no room to get comfortable and is a thorn in his assignment side. That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Here's Williams. Here's Okafor. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And Smitty with Beverly and his defense, it's not like he turns it on or off.
Nope, he's always going full speed on defense. It's been his calling card as a player for years now. And it's what he's made his name on in the NBA.
Williams kicks to Okafor. Here's Shemet. He has 5. with some arc, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against New York. The Clippers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Jackson, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. He's off on the second. The Knicks leading by 4. Pound kicks to McLemore. Brown outside. The pass to McLemore. 6 to shoot. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. Williams passes to Okafor. Williams dishes to Okafor. Powell against Turner. Williams for 3. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
Clippers trail by 3. There's a minute left to play in the third. That one goes in.
The thing about Lou Williams, he sort of glides around, then suddenly he hits the turbojets.
Pass to Bridges. Passes it to McLemore. New York needs to get off a shot. And there's Bridges on the assist for McLemore.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Williams. Knicks with the rebound. On the wing, Turner. No good with the elbow jump. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. New York ahead. They're up by 3. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Setting the floor for the Clippers, they've got Wendell Carter, Patrick Beverly out there with Reggie Jackson, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's George in at the small forward.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
The complete game of Otto Porter. Overplay him, and it's a good bet he'll find an open band.
Porter against Jackson. Pass to Carter. Fader on the way, and it's good for 2. Carter's got his first points of the night.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Robinson. Jokic grabs the miss.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the 4th quarter.
Dinwiddie kicks to Barrett. His 3-pointers off the mark.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Jackson misses.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
Porter passes to Dinwiddie. And the pass to Robinson. Here's Barrett. And the Knicks miss again. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. George passes to Jokic, and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Kennard. And the Knicks miss again.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Jokic, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. Landry Shamet's checked.
Rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
New York calls timeout.
Let's see if coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Lou Williams.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Fizdale said to the team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Thank you, David. Here's Beverly. He can't get it to go. Excellent D that time from Robinson. New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Barrett, no good. Clippers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Beverly, the pass to George. Misses off the right eye. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Dinwiddie, but they recover it. Robinson kicks to Barrett. Pass to Dinwiddie. And for Beverly, Dinwiddie's shot is off. The Clippers shooting at 46%, making some buckets. And it's Shamet missing. The Knicks shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Right wing. Here's Barrett. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The Knicks making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Shamet, the pass to George. Nice D from Porter.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Kept alive by New York. It counts.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
And the Clippers call time here. They're behind by 4. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. "17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Beverly finds Carter. Back to Beverly. Lets it go with a 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
So a close game sees New York take this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah,